We are back in Pet Sim 99, or Pet Simulator 99 to be more precise. I'm going to quickly run through a farming method that I have calculated that works for me quite well. Now, when I say works quite well, I'd say it to everybody. I'm new to Roblox on a whole. I'm new to Pet Simulator specifically, and it's something my son recommended for me to have a look at and play because it's something that he enjoys doing. For me personally, it's all about what you use and how you use it. Now, a lot of people are all saying buy huges, buy huges, buy huges. Now, that is all well and good, but huges are not necessarily your best way to farm diamonds specifically. If you're farming items, 100% yes. I'll explain why in a minute. But if you're looking for items and items to be able to sell, or a combination of both, which is what I've got, a combination of both where I'm getting a good amount of items and a good amount of diamonds at the same time. I'm not trying to be the richest person in the world with Titanics all over the place. Would I love a Titanic? Yes. Would I like more huges? Yes, naturally, of course. That's the idea of the game, to build your collection. But for me personally at the moment, it's about being efficient with what I've got. I'll run through my pet setup with you first. I'm now on 82. So I've increased my pet setup by about 20 slots. And in doing so, I have massively boosted the amount of damage that I do in the last zone. Now, the exclusives naturally help. I have one stat pet equipped. And if I had another exclusive, I wouldn't even have him equipped. But try and get the best stat pet you can. 893k. There is a better one. You can get a rainbow shiny, but people are asking for like 10, 11 million for it. And to be honest, it's not worth it. I mean, I paid, I think it was 450k for this a couple of days ago. You see it's dropped now on, according to Wrap, at 274, but we're on a weird deflation at the minute. So yeah, we don't know when the updates come in. So if you got 300k spare and you don't have a decent pet, go and buy one of these, because he will help all of your pets out. Now, obviously, 85% pets will always do 85% of this pet's damage. So it'll always work as strong as your best pet. It says pets, but it's best pet. Obviously, it can only calculate one pet. So it will always do 85% of this 893k. Now, when you go to 90%, same situation applies, except you get 90% of this pet's damage. So take 10% off of this, which would be 89k. And then you've got your 95%, which are basically as strong as it. They do 5% less damage. Now, in terms of 95 pets, you can pick up these dragon fruits. As you see, I've got a fair few of them. You can pick them up quite cheap, 250k. And when you're looking at something like a tie-dye corgi at 85, 3,000 exists, 555k on current Wrap. Now, you'd best off buying these, or these holiday balloons if you can get them. They're very cheap at the minute, 150k. Like, if you can snap a few of these up, go for it, because it will massively increase. And the other ones that I've seen going fairly cheap at the moment is the neon dogs. I picked this up for 180, current 215. Orange axolotls are very cheap, 90%. Again, look, 130k on the current Wrap, but I don't know how much I don't know how long this deflation is going to last. So just get what you can while you've got it. Don't sit on diamonds, because diamonds will always be diamonds. Pets are worth something to you instantly. Now, if you can pick up rainbow versions, I don't know why or how, but the damage they do compared to their normal equivalent is astronomically different. I mean, I'll show you an example. I'm not just going to tell you that pets do something and not prove that they don't. So if I was to just equip my one balloon axolotl, and then we walk into this zone and take auto tap off. Where is he? Right, so he is here. 4.26 trillion. And then that was 1.48. So 1.48 is its lowest, so that will be its average hit. No crits or anything like that. Bear in mind, I do have obviously apples on, and I do have a damage 4 potion on, but they're not the best things in the world, but they will obviously help. Now, if I stick the balloon axolotl on, the rainbow version, you'll see that for some reason he does a lot more damage. So 2.36, 2.8, 11.8, sorry. So it has a lot more damage. I don't know how the calculation works. Obviously, Rainbow should do more damage, but how it does that much more damage, I'd love to know. I've not figured it out, and I will try. If I can figure it out, I'll obviously make a video and let everyone know. Huge pet wise, if you've got huges, use them because you can stick bonus slots. I mean, you see, I have literally got bonus in every single thing that I can. Some of them where I've bought the pet and someone stuck a silly enchant in there, like an agility or at least one a strength. That one was lovely. Royalty, glittering, and that one's got diamonds in it. But you see, I've primarily focused on bonus, and over the last day I've been farming so much, I've leveled all my pets, or not all, but a good chunk of my huges to be able to actually have another bonus charm in them. So I don't have any at the minute, otherwise I'd be putting some in. I might have to go and buy some, because that is where you get your items. When I'm doing my farming, I use a lucky block because they are very easy to break and fast. Now, this is what we're looking for: efficiency. We're not looking at the best bang for your buck. A lot of people will suggest chest mimic. I'll suggest lucky block over chest mimic all day long. Lucky block gives you items, it gives you currency, and it gives you diamonds. Chest mimic doesn't. So I would strongly recommend lucky block over chest mimic for this method. Other methods, maybe not. I don't know. I've not tested them. This is just what I have tried and tested the last couple of days, and I've gone over 20 million in the last probably two and a half days. Buying my pet slots, buying my exclusives. I even donated my son some diamonds to be able to build his team up as well, so he could be half as strong as I am. Criticals, and I only use 6 again. I said in the previous video I don't have higher versions, so 6 is all I can offer. A couple of diamonds, a tap power, and a magnet 3. I use tap power because for some reason I visually see that it does a better job than strength for the pets. I don't know if it actually does because of the game pass. I don't know if it does anyway, but to me it feels that when I've stared at the screen long enough, calculating what I see is breaking and how quick it's breaking, tap power seems to be a little bit faster. I could be talking complete nonsense, but it's just what I think works. So this is what works for me. This is what I'm going to stick to doing. Always make sure you've got a decent chunk of potions on. Always use as many enchants as you can. Never leave an enchant slot open. Always max out your fruits. Make sure you've got squeaky toys, toy balls, toy bones, any buff that you can give your pets, make sure they've got, because at the end of the day, your pets is what's going to give you everything. So I'm going to go into this zone. I'm going to drop a fortune flag just so you can see the best that it can be fully buffed. And then once the fortune flag has run out, we'll come back and we'll have a quick look to see what I've got. So we're on 2.16 million at the moment. Let's have a look. So I'll drop the fortune flag. Right. And then we will just sit and wait and watch, and yeah, we'll speed this up for you so you don't want to sit here for the full 5 minutes, and I'll catch you when we're done. Right, so we are back. The fortune flag has expired, so let's get out the zone. You see that I got 24,300. Let's just say 24,000 because I was in there a little bit longer while I was moving out, etc. But that is a pretty decent amount of diamonds for 5 minutes worth of me standing there, especially when you're AFK. Obviously, when you do AFK, you're like, things are going to fall off. The reason I stack things so high if I can is because I know that when I'm AFKing, I don't want things to fall off. I want at least my potions to stay on. You can't stack fruits above 20 for some reason, so, or the time above what it allows to have 20 stacks. Each stack lasts 5 minutes and it degrades slowly from there. But as you see, that works very, very well. If we were to have a physical representation on what that could offer, then you're literally going to have 24,000 for 5 minutes. So if we were to look at 10 minutes, night times 2, it's going to give us 48,000 in 10 minutes, at best case scenario. Now, obviously, we're going to look at that and try and do that as an hour. It's 288,000 per hour. So that is quite good. If you're farming overnight and you can put it on, let's say, once your fruits and that fall off, you're probably going to not get 288,000. I don't, so you're definitely not going to, unless you've got a better team than me. Then you could probably say, let's say on average 200,000 an hour. Just for the sake of arguing and min-maxing everything we can, because sometimes you're not going to get 24, you might get a little bit less. But you saw my lucky blocks there. They were popping in and getting broken almost as quick as they were coming in. There was a chest that spawned, took a lot longer to break. That's the reason why I use lucky blocks, because they are in, broken, gone. And then my pets can carry on moving. It's all about efficiency. It's about breaking breakables as quick as we can physically break them. So if you can get yourself close to 200,000 an hour when you're AFKing, that's brilliant. You can just leave it overnight, leave it during the day, leave it whichever way you want, and then that is it, you are done. Hopefully this video has helped. If it has, please like and subscribe, leave a comment if there's anything particular you want me to try and cover that I've learned or anything else.